Hello and welcome to another episode of Are You Worth Your Points Cost in Tank Crewmen. Today we are looking at the radio operator. It comes with a radio operator and two little buddies who join him with submachine guns. The radio operator himself has a little submachine gun, but most importantly he has a radio and a little flare gun. So what do you do with this flare gun? Well, you pull out your flare gun and you aim it at something that you are not a huge fan of. These men have pissed me off for whatever reason. They're hanging out in this dilapidated house because I don't like them. You aim it and you fire, boom, shoots a bunch of flares. Try not to let the flares hit anything. We'll talk about this later. But now you get some nice smoke, but it does more than just the smoke. It's very important. The smoke would be pretty good on its own because it's pretty, but after the smoke goes away, you get this. Yeah, impressive, isn't it? So basically it's a one-shot call-in for a bunch of artillery shells, and this thing has a range of about 60, I guess these are meters, whatever the game measures distances in. It's got a range of 60, and if you look right at the maximum range, if you fire, you get a pretty tight grouping still. It doesn't spread out so much, and so the what you're aiming at, if you can get a good shot on it, it's going to be a very sort of clustered kind of artillery strike. So you can aim it with a fair degree of accuracy, and pretty soon, kaboom! You just got to make sure your opponent isn't paying too much attention, because if they see the smoke, they're going to get out of there lickety-split. So for the price of a radio operator, how many tank crewmen can you buy? Well, like infinity, right? Because you buy the radio operator with hero points and the tank crewmen with normal points. So they're hard to compare between each other, and there's really no answer to are you worth your points cost in tank crewmen, because you don't have a points cost in tank crewmen. But with that said, we'll go back and talk about the thing I said earlier, make sure your flare doesn't hit anybody. We have our tank crewmen volunteers, and we're going to fire our flare gun at them. And boom, one of them got hit in the head by one of the flares. I don't know where the rest of the flares went, but it looks like one managed to land, so we get one thing of smoke. And the artillery operators are kind of special. When they see one little puff of smoke, they fire one shell. So they only fire as many shells as they have puffs of smoke on the map. So I'm not sure why they do that, but it's very important when you fire these flares to get as many of them to hit the ground as possible. Here you see I have two, another one hit that guy. So if they intersect anything, they hit a tree, they hit a dude, they hit a building or something, they're just gonna not fall. So try and get them all on the ground, you get some nice explosions, and you'll certainly get your points cost in tank crewmen out of that. Impressive stuff, huh? Gotta love it.